Hello students. So as you know that I am discussing the chapter globalization, and in the last few videos I've talked about uh, uh, concept of globalization. I've discussed the causes of globalization, and I've started the consequences of globalization as well, and I've talked about political consequences, where I've said and informed you about the positive and the negative consequences, and then I've talked about economic consequences of globalization, and today I would like to talk about cultural consequences. So culture is basically the ideas. All right, it's just the ideas where uh, or a way, a pattern of living a society where a group of people share a common ideas, where behavior is same. We are from a similar society, and since ages we are following certain things which are common to us. It's just that the way we eat, the way we think, the way we drink, where it's all about our culture. So globalization is not only confined to economy and polity. It is also been, focusing or impacting our culture as well. Okay. And the cultural effect of the globalization is everywhere. Even our home, the smallest institution of the society, is being impacted by globalization. If you see around, there are so many things at your home that you can say that it is here because of the globalization. Okay, because I've discussed the factors of globalization, what has led to the multiplication of globalization today. Okay, and even not only the things, not only the material things which you see around, even the way you think, the way you see things also has an impact of globalization in it. So the cultural effect can be seen in two different ways. One is cultural homogenization, meaning homo means what? Homo means one or same. Okay, so the entire world is being shrinked into one, meaning the globalization lead to a rise of uniform culture. Uniform meaning one, everyone following the same culture in the world. Emergence is not the emergence of a global culture, but a culture one culture. And specifically if we talk about the Western culture on the rest of the world. All right, for example, uh, the burger, blue jeans that we wear, it's all the example of what? The Americas, the American. They are doing certain things and we are just copying it. Okay. And if you know about the history, what has really helped America to be the hegemon or the leader, we have talked about in the chapter End of Bipolarity, when the Soviet Union disintegrated. Then US emerged as a single superpower, and since then they could uh, they could spread their culture in the different parts of the world. So the culture of the politically and economically dominant country is successful in spreading their culture to all the less powerful countries of the globe. Okay, and there are different arguments that this is also can be said to be the McDonaldization of the world. And as you know that McDonald's is a restaurant or a company which sells the food, fast food. Okay, and how we Indians or different countries of Asia, Africa, not Africa, some of the developed countries of Africa, Asia, what they are doing, they are simply following the culture of America. They are eating burgers, they are having the fast food. All right, and this is not only dangerous for the poor countries of the globe, but also for the humanity. Okay, because since the human civilization started, we were given different cultures. We started our journey differently, and being different is beautiful, but we are just copying it today, and we are forgetting what values or culture that we had earlier. So this is one of the negative consequences of globalization. Now, you have to remember that there is a positive consequences too. We should not only focus on the negative consequences. We should also see how globalization culturally be positive to us. All right. So, culture, as you know, that culture is not a static thing. It is said by a certain viewpoint, a certain people of the globe. They see that culture is not a static thing. It changes with the uh, changing circumstances or changing outside influences. All right, it changes. So everything everyone must have choices in front of them. Okay, because that we Indian, we have a culture, we have a list of festivals that we celebrate since ages. We are celebrating the same festival on the same time. All right, but there are people who argue that we need some changes, we need some choices, we need something extra. Okay, it is the same thing that again and again we are doing. So globalization is just giving us certain choices. Globalization is just assisting us with certain choices, not only with the festivals or you know the culture. It's also the way we eat certain things, the way we dress up. It's also about that. So globalization is just giving us the choices. Okay, if we don't like to wear the same kurta again and again, then we have a choice that we can mix kurta with jeans just to give a different style to it. All right. So it is all about fusion, you can say. It is all about mix and match, because there are people who don't like the same thing again and again, so they just want changes. It's about them. All right. So some external influences, you know they just give us the choices, enlarges our viewpoint, that's it. So the but we have to mention that our culture or tradition is beautiful. Okay. Because we have to preserve our culture, we have to preserve our tradition. That is beautiful. Okay, there is no substitute to masala dosa, there is no substitute to this what do you say, Gujarati foods and all. There is no substitute. All right, but what globalization does is it just gives us the choices. Okay, like I've said, this kurti is a new concept where we are wearing the Indian khadi kurta with jeans. All right. And also this is all about the heterogenization. Now, what is cultural heterogenization? Where we can see the same process, okay, but the opposite effect is there. Process is the same thing coming in, but how we are seeing the thing is different. Okay, so cultural heterogenization meaning they are accepting the influences. It's all about the fusion. Okay, and we are making a different thing out of it. Okay, whatever existing culture that was there is being mixed up with the different culture, and something new or innovative has been coming out. So thus culture becoming more different and distinctive is all about the cultural heterogenization. I hope this is clear to you people about the cultural heterogenization and homogenization. Okay, this is the negative and the positive consequences of globalization. Homogenization talks about the entire world becoming into or being dominated by a single culture, and heterogenization talks about different cultures, they are coming together. Okay, but they are making different and distinctive things out of it. All right, so this is it. So in the next video I'm going to talk about India and globalization and resistance to globalization. So thank you.